Hey guys, what's up? Roadrunner here. Hey guys, what's up? Roadrunner. So, first off, how am I looking? This is one of the new phones that we found in that dumpster about a month or so ago, a couple months ago, and I'm just now using it to start videoing. And judging from what I'm seeing now compared to what I usually record with here on the tablet, laptop, whatever, it looks like it's doing a lot better. I just don't know how it's gonna sound. So if you guys can let me know how it sounds, that would be nice. All right. So, anyways, I just wanted to point a few things out. Some things that I find that are actually pretty sad as of late. First off, and this all ties in together. This morning we woke up. I got up around 8:30ish. Before that it was 5, so I can listen to my rooster crow because I love hearing him crow. I got up around 8:30ish, did all the morning chores, and about 10:25 maybe, I noticed there was a lot of cop cars coming down the road over on Henderson Street, right here where Lotus Lane is. And some were parking farther down the road, others were parking in our parking lot. My parents just happened to be at the rink. So I thought something had actually happened at the rink. I was nervous as hell going over there. And so I go over there, and there's like two detectives that were like right next to my aunt's house. So now I'm thinking something bad has happened to us. I go to the ring. The detectives didn't say anything to me. They were too busy doing whatever it was they were doing. But I go to the rink, and my mom was just coming out of the door. And this is the sad part. She comes out of the door. Asked her what had happened. She didn't know because she was in the rink the whole time. I go to sit down with her because we're getting some stuff done. And as I'm scrolling through Facebook, on Facebook there's a county page called What's Happening in Galena County Facebook page where everybody shares like information, who's doing what, stuff like that. Well, come to find out, one of my neighbors just around the corner where the other cop cars are going, somebody had broken into her house. It was a burglary. And she had just walked in while the guy was in the middle of doing whatever. Apparently he was trying to steal some instruments. And as soon as this lady is like 71, 72 years old, as soon as she walks in, the guy sees her and just throws this wooden violin at her and runs out through the back door. Running through the woods, which is right over here behind where I'm at, and takes off towards these, like, elderly, you're supposed to be 55 and older apartment areas. And then nobody knows where he's at. As far as I know, at the time I'm doing this video, it's 3:40. So, from what I'm thinking, because I ended up finding the granddaughter of the lady who was the one who posted about it on Facebook, and I talked to her, she gave me a description. The guy was a black man with an afro-looking hair, and he had a denim jacket, very short, probably a little, I think he was a little shorter than me, and he had a dark shirt on, right? Well, I don't know the guy personally, but I know of him. I think I do. Here's the thing, I'm 90% sure I've seen this guy around before. And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people commenting on those who live here in the area, saying that they've seen him around before and that he was acting funny and they knew something was up but they weren't sure. And so, but the thing is, I've actually seen the guy before. And I know where he lives, and I'm not going to go into details. The only reason I bring this up is I thought it was sad because of the fact that lately, since the whole COVID lockdowns and all that bullshit, there's been a very high increase across the country of different crimes, burglaries, thefts, murders, and stuff like that. And it seems like it's hitting harder in certain areas, like a lot of the, and I hate to bring this part up. The Democratic and the Republican parts are a lot different. The Democratic states and the Republican states are a lot different, and I say that because of the fact that it's been pointed out very much over the years that in the blue Democrat states, say Michigan, New York, I think New York is one of them, California especially, there, since the lockdowns has happened, there's just been a hell of a lot more crime. And when I mean crime, I'm talking about, people were, like I said, breaking into houses when the peaceful protests, which were really riots or whatever you want to call them, happened across the country in different cities. Stores were being looted. People were taking primarily electronics like TVs and video games, which I don't understand why. I thought somebody pulled up for a second. Anyways, I don't understand why. And, food was being taken too, but not on a very large scale, which I thought was very, very strange. A lot of times that happens too during hurricane season when Hurricane Harvey hit us back in 2017, and me and Zeno were on our way down to Corpus to go help out. I remember seeing on the TVs, and I remember this as a kid too, when Katrina, Rita, and Ike hit us. It was basically people were looting stores, but they really weren't taking food. They were always, for whatever fucked up reason, they were taking, these high-end ass, expensive Nike shoes, these stupid little, basically I'm sorry to say this, it's just the way it is, these street thuggish looking clothes. They usually take, like I said earlier, video games and TVs, DVD players, cell phones, whatever they can get their hand on that isn't food related, they're gonna get it, and it makes no sense to me. And it's even worse now with this whole COVID lockdown going on, because now, not only are you getting all these burglaries and shit, but I don't know. I think it's mainly it's obviously due to people losing their jobs. But in my opinion, that's no reason to keep to go ahead and start breaking into people's houses and such. It just doesn't really make sense to me. And I just pulled up, since I got my my computer right here, I just brought up the break-in over here on Henderson Street. Lufkin Police and Fire's Facebook page. It says here, burglary suspect manhunt. We have a perimeter established from Henderson Street to Lotus Lane, which, to be honest, really isn't that big, for a burglary suspect. A woman came home to I'm not going to give the address out, of Henderson Street around 10:15 a.m. to find a black male in her home attempting to steal musical instruments. He threw a violin at her before fleeing out the back door into a wooded area. And if you see this wooded area, you can see it on Google Maps. It goes from, if you're looking at it from Henderson Street, it goes from the houses, you go to the wooded area, and then you go into the RV park, not the RV park, the old senior home living center with trailer homes or whatever. And then next to it, they're building another one over there, and then across the street is Lotus Lane Apartments, which, to be honest, I think that's where he lives, because that's where a lot of these people live. And when I see people, I'm talking about, the thieves and the drug dealers and stuff like that. He is described as a skinny black male with curly hair that the woman describes as frizzy, wearing blue jeans. We ask that the people who live in the area be on the lookout for the suspect. We have an officer with a trained canine, which I did see him, he's actually a really nice guy, searching for the area of the suspect. If you see the suspect, call 911 immediately. And then they left out some details. Like I said, he was wearing a denim jacket, and he was very short. And like I said, I know I've seen the guy around before. That's why I'm saying that he probably lives over at Lotus Lane Apartments, because of the fact that I seen him go from down here all the way over towards what's the place called? Lucky's gas station quite a few times. And of course you got several people here, be safe, a violin, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. Wait, I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I just thought it was sad that people were really just resorting to doing this kind of behavior. Lately, we've also noticed that there was a drive-by style shooting that happened almost a month ago when me and Mom took Marmaduke to the vet that day. Later on, I think it was about 15-20 minutes before we picked him up later on that day, we found out that there was a drive-by style shooting at the HEB parking lot, which nobody was hit. And then there was this kid, or I wouldn't say kid, this guy, who is about my age. I actually went to school with him. We used to be very good friends. And I hadn't seen him since, I think, 2014, somewhere around that time. Is that somebody at my door? Nope. Anyways, he ended up shooting somebody. He ended up killing somebody. I don't know what it was over for, but I ended up seeing it on Facebook. I thought it was pretty sad because he was really such a nice kid, and it's a shame that, you know, the people you known for years or thought you knew are resorting to stuff like this. Here's another one. This was actually on my birthday on December 5th. Apparently, and this is actually about 1.5 miles down the road. I go by here all the time. Do you know this man? We are asking for the public's help in identifying the man shown in this surveillance video still moments before he shot another man in the MB Food Store parking lot, which is not a good area, late Friday night at 708 North Brigade Street. That's a very impoverished area, I guess you could say. There's a lot of very, what's that word, Zena? Oh, you're sleeping. There's a lot of low-income families, basically. Very low-income homes over there. It's very sad. They used to be very nice houses until now. Let's see. It says here, the incident occurred around 11:15 p.m. when the suspect shot the victim at close range, hitting him several times in the legs and arm. The suspect and victim had exchanged in the parking lot just before the shooting occurred. The suspect then left the scene as a passenger in a small gray or silver car. We included a still of the car as well. The suspect then left... Oh yeah, I already read that. The victim, whose name would not be released at this time, was taken to a local hospital and later flown to an out-of-town hospital for treatment. His injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. It's just sad to me because when I was a kid, we never really heard of stuff like this happening. Of course, I wasn't on Facebook a lot, but it seems like now, not only through Facebook, but through, our local channel, K2RE, and whatever the other one is, we're just seeing, like, an increase of this all the time. And it just saddens me to see such a thing. So anyways, I'm going to stop this video here. I got an hour before I got to head to work. I'm probably going to prep to do another video for a few minutes, and then I will probably see you guys tomorrow. So, peace.